Oh, it's vertical. Gosh darn it. Huh?
You also have Let's Play the Orchid also.
Yeah. Gosh, why did they plan this all in like the same hour? That's stupid.
So many panels at this one.
There's all the good panels are in like the 1 hour. It's so stupid. We have 2 more minutes before start time though, so.
Hey, small crowd. Maybe we can do audience participation.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, I've never done audience participation before. This is gonna be fun.
Terrible fan fiction.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I had the filter, so I got nothing.
yeah, maybe. I got some good ones, so. Oh yeah, since you guys are here, there is some audience participation. There is a poll where you can vote on which Harry Potter fan fiction we're reading tonight. It is on poll.me, hang on one second, POAL.
Can you just connect your laptop?
.me/FVRIA. F as in fellatio, V as in vagina, R as in
Okay, could you repeat the poll, where do we go for that?
POAL.me/ F as in Final Fantasy,
Okay.
V as in the V after Final Fantasy V,
Okay.
R as in Rouge the Bat, which is not in any of these fan fictions, so shockingly. I as in Isekai, and A as in anime.
POAL
Yeah.
.NE.
/FVRIA. That's where you can go to vote on the which Harry Potter fan fiction I will be reading, because there is a lot of them, and they are all equally terrible.
It didn't take me anywhere.
Really?
It worked for me. You guys probably took it wrong.
Okay, you know, we have a small enough crowd, and we have 2 hours. We'll probably get some more of them. It's fine. We could just do an audience, like, raise hands. All right.
Read this one. It's a cheaper.
I'll consider it. I pick up a thing.
Literally.
That's it?
That's it.
M-E, as in me.
I was hearing in.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you want me to say it again?
I know it. The people that are gonna come back, flood in from not being able to get into hentai hell will find their way here eventually. But now you get my special introduction. Welcome, fellow nerds, fellow degenerates. Thank you for coming to my panel. Anyone here been to my panel at Connalt Elite or Anime Midwest? Probably not. All right.
I don't know.
All right. So you can't.
Too far from me. Wait, where was Anime Midwest?
Here.
Here.
Oh.
So, you think you know fan fiction. You think you know weird, cringy, horrible, degenerate fan fiction. You think My Immortal is the worst fan fiction to have ever been written. Oh, how naive! Naive you all are! You do not know true cringe until you have read the Furry Bible. You do not know true abominations until you have read not 1, but 2 Sonic the Hedgehog fan fictions about 9/11.
Yeah.
You do not know. You do not know true disgust until you read smut involving Thomas the Tank Engine. Yes, people are wondering what the hell they walked into. Yes, come in. Fan fictions like Clifford's Big Red Penis will make My Immortal look like To Kill a Fucking Mockingbird. Welcome, my fellow degenerates,
Oh shit.
to Forsaken Fan Fiction. Where we are all going to hell and on some FBI watch list. Now. All right, now. I've done several of these, but I'm going to start how I always start, with a Shakespeare Hemingway fan fiction. Now, if you don't know who Shakespeare Hemingway is, you're never going to forget him after this. Let's start with the Garfield Bowl. Oh, I need to put this a little bit closer. It was a... Oh, is this even on? Or is my voice just that loud?
This one's on.
Okay, I'm good. Okay. It was a sunny morning when the Super Bowl committee was about to announce the halftime act for the Super Bowl. In attendance were famous singers Katy Perry, Taylor Swift, and Kanye West. Kanye West sat in smug contempt, knowing that he would be chosen. I will be singing for the halftime show. I am the greatest living man, even greater than Garfield, thought Kanye West to himself with vanity. As committee chairman opened the letter, all gasped with anticipation and sweat ran down their faces. The next Super Bowl halftime show act will be Garfield, declared the Super Bowl committee announcer with excitement. Everyone cheered and celebrated except Kanye West, who exploded into a fit of rage. I already know where this is going, but you guys don't, and that's the best part. What? Cried Kanye West as he bolted from his chair. This is an abomination. I am the chosen act of the millennium. It should be me who performs, shouted Kanye West with grandiosity. You are chosen garbage man of the trash heap. Garfield is clearly the greatest man, said Super Bowl committee chairman to Kanye West. You will all pay for this in dividends, Kanye West said as he boarded his private jet. Take me home. I need to speak to my lovely Kim for advice. Wait, when was this written? Oh, 2015. Okay, now I see. Said Kanye West to Pilot as he sat back in his recliner chair. Kanye West's private plane flew like eagle with wing full of fury and came to his mansion headquarters. Kanye West departed his plane to enter the comfort of his house to be greeted by his beloved. Kanye, you are... I don't know what Kim Kardashian sounds like. I only know what she looks like. Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. Kanye, you are back. You must be so happy that you're singing at the Super Bowl, Kim Kardashian said, rushing to Kanye West. No, you will not believe the insults I endured. I will not be singing at the Super Bowl. Instead, it will be Garfield, spatted out Kanye West in disgust. But Kanye, you are the chosen artist of the millennium. This cannot be, said Kim Kardashian with disbelief. I know, something must be done. I cannot let them disrespect my artistry, Kanye West said with determination. Maybe it is time to use Plan Zero, said Kim Kardashian with advice. Yes, with Plan Zero, they'll be forced to obey me and honor my contributions to humanity, Kanye West said with self-glorious delusion. Meanwhile, in expensive clothing store, Beyonce, Rihanna, Katy Perry, and Taylor Swift were shopping for exclusive clothes. Oh no, I know where this is going. Then, out of the mist, Kanye West appeared before them wielding with a shotgun. Okay, I didn't expect that.
Whoa.
Oh,
Kanye... I need some different voices. You guys want to voice Beyonce? Yeah. Or no? Come on.
It should do that.
I don't know how to do Beyonce. I'm so sorry.
Okay. Kanye West, what is the meaning of this? Cried out Beyonce with panic. Enough small talk. You are my prisoners now. With you as my hostages, the Super Bowl committee must make me the halftime act. Kanye West shouted with anger. You have no right to do this, you pig, cried out Rihanna with disgust. I have the right to do what I want. I am the chosen artist of the millennium, roared Kanye West with tyranny. Now get in my limo before you feel wrath, Kanye West said as he forced ladies into limo. Meanwhile, in all-American roadside bar, Garfield was drinking lasagna beer and relaxing to his groove. He had a big show to put on, but he wasn't sweating any worries. Rocking out is one of my favorite things to do, along with lasagna. Loving ladies and dispensing justice, Garfield thought to himself. Garfield was watching his favorite show, Sexy Ladies Eating Lasagna, on the bar TV when all of a sudden interruptions came. This program is interrupted by an important message by Kanye West, said the TV announcer. Kanye West then appeared on the screen for all to see with shades and smug, expressionless face. He was in a room which looked like a secret lab. Behind him was Beyonce, Rihanna, Taylor Swift, and Katy Perry, trapped in giant clear test tubes. Ladies and gentlemen, people of the world, it is I, Kanye West, the chosen artist of the millennium. I come here to you with decrees. If you do not restore my proper place in the universe and make me the halftime Super Bowl act, I will inject these hot, sexy ladies with Ebola. Kanye West threatened with intent. To show my seriousness, I will display my capabilities, Kanye West said as he snapped his fingers. At his beckoning, a servant appeared to him. Oh, Kanye West has slaves, okay. I didn't think he meant that all literally. Okay, what is it, my liege? Said the servant to Kanye West. My humble servant, you will now perform the greatest task, your greatest task, and give yourself to me whole. For the glory of my name, you must be sacrificed. Holy shit, Kanye, dude, said Kanye West as he injected the servant with Ebola. At Kanye West's injection, the servant became to undertake a startling transformation. Ooh, ah, cried out the servant as he body twitched and contorted in unnatural ways. Before long, his body transformed completely into a hideous Ebola monster.
What?
Behold my power and tremble in fear, said Kanye West, pointing to his Ebola monster. You have 24 hours to give in to my demands, or else these fine specimens of ladyhood will suffer the consequences. Kanye out, said Kanye West as he switched off his broadcast. Garfield trembled with anger at the depravity he witnessed. So angry was he that without realizing he crushed the beer glass in his hand into fine sand. There is a plague called Kanye West, and the only vaccine is my fist. Garfield said with justice so great, it would make children cry. Garfield caressed out of the bar like a whirlwind of valor. Once inside, he boarded his custom Harley-Davidson motorcycle for riding intent. My road is the road of the hero, alone and full of sacrifice, said Garfield as he revved his motorcycle and took last bite of his lasagna sandwich. As Garfield rolled up to meet his destiny, he turned on the radio for jamming beats, but was appalled by the noise he heard. Up next is Lasagna's Proposer, a song by Kanye West about how he is cooler than Garfield, said the radio announcer with throat-choking words. What? Roared Garfield at hearing nonsense. Okay, do one of you want to rap?
No.
I don't know how to
I need somebody who can rap.
Where is that?
This one. There is a rap written into this.
Read it like poetry.
If Cloudy was
Read it
here,
like
she would
Okay,
probably do it.
fine. I'll read it like poetry. Lasagna feeds the weak of the mind. This is the truth you will find. Only food you need is my rhymes. Lose or catch, get with the times. Lasagna's for the poser. I say it over and over. To the master, your head shall lower. My art is ferocious, like a lawnmower. What weakness, said Garfield with disgust as he turned off the radio. As he turned off radio. This is not music, but the ramblings of a homeless baby, Garfield said with searing truth. No talent, blasphemers must pay for their crimes against music and humanity, Garfield said with renewed determination as he rode on to Kanye West's mansion. Garfield rode as he was pursued by biker warriors working for Kanye West. They wore badges with Kanye's face and wielded guns that shot Ebola needles. I am the doctor of pain, and my diagnosis is murder, Garfield said as he took out his Desert Eagle and aimed it at... Yeah, in every fanfiction this guy writes, Garfield has a Desert Eagle. And aimed it at Ebola biker scum. Time to cure you of life, Garfield said as he fired rain of bullets which tore through biker villain flesh. My storm of bullets washes the filth of villainy, Garfield said with satisfaction as he continued onwards. Garfield's riding eventually came to a stop when he reached West Mansion. As Garfield approached, thunder clashed with lightning, for the fate of the heavens themselves knew that a showdown of destiny was about to begin. Garfield approached the mansion gates, which were decorated with gargoyles with Kanye West's head on them. Honestly, why does he not have these? I would not be surprised.
He should really have this.
Nothing like a good tailgate, Garfield said as he punched the gate down. The only thing I will be grilling is Kanye West's face, Garfield declared while walking into the mansion. As Garfield entered yard, he passed fountain, which had statue of Kanye West spitting water and holding a Nobel Peace Prize trophy. Tomfoolery, Garfield roared as he smashed the statue with his mighty fists. Garfield then walked into the mansion to serve justice like fine wine, aged and chilled. In the mansion room, he saw decorations of decadence, paintings of Kanye West in historical and mythic scenes, fighting minotaurs, crossing the Rubicon. In the center was a statue of Kanye West with a great sword standing triumphantly over a dragon. Make-believe victories for make-believe man, Garfield said with stoic truth. On the statue, Garfield saw a switch and went close for examining. On flipping the switch, the statue and the surrounding floor went down like elevator to secret basement lab. Lab was made of halls with walls and floors. The torment of the innocent screams from this lab, Garfield said to himself knowingly. As Garfield explored and explored, he finally arrived at the destination. He saw Kanye West with test tubes filled with sexy ladies in distress. Garfield rushed in for confrontations, ready to bring down his hammer of justice on Kanye West's feeble flesh. Garfield, what are you doing in my treasured home? How dare you, Kanye West cried out in disbelief. Did you think you could kidnap ladies and insult me with nursery rhymes and live? Garfield said as he cracked his knuckles. I am the chosen artist of the millennium. You are nothing. Crush him, Kanye West ordered to his Ebola monster. The Ebola monster rushed Garfield with shoulder charge, but Garfield stopped him with one hand. Madness of the mind deforms flesh. Time to end the misery, poor beast, Garfield said with solemn words as he picked up Ebola monster and pile-drived him into the ground. Find peace in the abyss, Garfield said as he looked down at dead Ebola monster with sadness. How could you? I order you to leave. You are nothing. I am the future. Kanye West squealed with tantrum. You have no future, Garfield said as he glared with Kanye West with eyes of burning lasagna. No, I am the chosen artist of the millennium. I am a genius. I'm unstoppable. Feel my strength, said Kanye West as he ran towards Garfield in a flailing motion and punched a fist at him, but it was deflected off like foam on a brick wall. Worm, you claim godhood, but have not even achieved manhood. Feel my fist and fall to hell, Garfield said as he thrust his mighty fist at Kanye West, vaporizing him into dust. Oh, I know where this is going. After vaporizing Kanye West, Kim Kardashian came out to Garfield. Garfield, I was in love with Kanye West, but now I see what a true man is. Will you not take me and give me loving pleasure? Pleaded Kim Kardashian with wanting in her voice. I do not lay with beasts, said Garfield's a fucking savage.
I know Kim's mid as hell, but damn.
Said Garfield as he threw his lit handgun lighter at Kim Kardashian, making her explode into flames.
Oh!
With another job well done, Garfield strutted over to the ladies in peril and freed them from their test tube prisons. Garfield, it is too late, said Taylor Swift with sadness. Yes, Garfield. Yes, it is true, Garfield. Kanye West already injected us with Ebola. We are all doomed, sighed Beyonce with hopelessness. Have no fear, pussycats. My manly loving can cure all diseases. Garfield said with a wink as he unsheathed his man blade. This is an orange cat. Oh, Garfield, you always know what to say to put a lady's mind at ease, said Katy Perry with relief. Garfield, you are the teacher and we are the students. Please maximize our pleasure capsules. Rihanna said with desire. You got it, baby bottoms. But first thing is first, you ladies must put on your own halftime show for me. Pleasure yourselves for my amusement. Where's that dumb bitch juice?
Oh my god.
Give me that shit. I need this shit. Thank you. I need a drink after that. Oh my god. Garfield said as he sat back with champagne glass and lasagna cigarette. Anything for you, Garfield, Katy Perry said as she began kissing Rihanna with all of her mouth and face. Taylor Swift and Beyonce began rubbing against each other like butter being rubbed on toast. And Garfield watched with much entertainment at the lady loving. This is fun, but loving is not a spectator sport, Garfield said as he jumped in for a good time. Garfield, please show us what a real artist can do with his paintbrush, moaned Beyonce with ecstasy. You know it, hotcakes. I will be making my masterpiece of pleasure. My canvas will be your bodies, and your paintbrush will be my manhood. Garfield said as he prepared himself to give his ladies the time of their life. All of the lovely ladies then laid down on the king-size bed next to each other and waited patiently for Garfield to give them pleasure power of maximum force. This is what I call a babe buffet, Garfield said as he took turns thrusting his cosmic love katana into each of the 5 females.
5?
Fine. With an N, not V.
Okay.
I read that at 5 at first. I'm like, where did the 5th one come from? Is he fucking Kim's ashes? Like, I think it's like Beyonce, Rihanna, Taylor Swift, and Katy Perry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Garfield, you are a man like none other on this earth. You make me want to write songs about you, Taylor Swift whinnied in pleasure. Right now, the only lyrics you'll be singing are moans of satisfaction, Garfield said to his songbirds as he pleasured with force of a bull and grace of a gazelle. The loving went on for hours, but what seemed like moments as Garfield spread his loving on his darling divas with expertise of a master. The ladies sweat with love and shed tears of pleasure as they received their loving like mailbox receiving letters, eager and full of pride. After lovemaking, the ladies felt renewed. Garfield, it is a miracle. We are cured of Ebola, exclaimed Katy Perry with joy. I told you, the only vaccine you need is here, Garfield said, pointing down at his pants. Garfield, can you not love us more? We are hungry, and you are our main meal of manhood, said Beyonce, licking her lips. Beyonce is the horniest out of all of them.
They're hungry for that lasagna.
Yeah, they're hungry for that lasagna. Garfield considered her thoughts, but looked down at his pocket watch and realized the time. Oh no, it is almost time for Super Bowl halftime, Garfield said with surprise at seeing the time. Garfield, you will never reach the Super Bowl in time. We are too far away, sighed Taylor Swift with worry. No fears, my sexy stars. Behold, Garfield reassured the ladies. He put 2 mighty fingers in his mouth, and it whistled a mighty whistle. A familiar voice was heard by all. Amako! It was John Arbuckle riding a fighter jet over the mansion.
What?
I told you, it's all pure crack. Garfield, hurry on out. We have to hurry to the Super Bowl halftime to rock out and melt faces, John Arbuckle said on loudspeaker. There is my ride. I have to jet. I'll catch you saucy sirens later, Garfield said coolly with a wink as he left the mansion to board the jet. There's the chosen real man of the millennium, swooned Rihanna with longing as she watched Garfield leave. Garfield boarded the jet and with John Arbuckle flew to Super Bowl Stadium, where Super Bowl was being played. Wait, by who? When they arrived, they braked with the jet and disembarked onto halftime stage, where the rest of the band was waiting for them. The crowd went into hysterics seeing Garfield and John Arbuckle. Oh my gosh. John Arbuckle arrived on stage. Even Patriots and Seahawks lost their cool when seeing their cool heroes in the flesh. Oh, that's who's playing. Garfield took out his mic and John Arbuckle took out his flaming lasagna electric guitar as they prepared to address the audience. Hello, everyone here at Super Bowl Stadium. For your listening pleasure is hot new song of our EP titled Lonely Lasagna Lover. Keep hold of your faces so they are not melted, Garfield said as he prepared to rock the stadium off his roof. Mist machines went off and lasers shot forth from the stage. The song started with a cool keyboard intro and was joined by John Arbuckle's chords of power from heavy metal rocking. And Garfield began to sign with the awesome manly voice. Anybody want to sing? Go, do it.
Okay.
Here are your lyrics.
Oh, God.
It's okay. You start here.
Ooh.
It's not even an ooh.
Babe, always thinking about you. Don't know anymore what to do. Walking alone, filled with doubt. Want to
lick you inside and out.
You are my lonely lasagna lover. A girl like you, there is no other. I'll be on you like paper. Oh my God, this is bad. This is so bad.
I'll be on you
wrote
like
this?
Big Brother. What the fuck?
Who wrote this?
Shakespeare Hemingway.
Okay. Sugar, your lips make me hot. I want to give you everything I got. Fresh lasagna, soft and wet. Kneel down and be my teacher's pet. You are my lasagna lover. In your legs, I want to go undercover. I want to love you over and over, 'cause you are my lonely lasagna lover.
Give it up for my lovely voice. You're the first ever audience member to participate in this panel.
Encore.
John Arbuckle then began shredding with the precision of a surgeon and the power of a comet, sparks and flames coming out of his guitar. In the audience, Garfield saw a nerdy girl with glasses. He waved his hand at her. Using the power of metal, turned her into a cool rocker chick with tight-fitting Garfield tank top. After her electric solo, Garfield then began singing again.
No, I'm not.
Okay, I'll fine. You are spicy and hot like tomato sauce, but in the bedroom I am the boss. I'm starving man, hungry for love. Our bodies fit together like a glove. Not the OJ kind.
Oh my God.
You are my lonely lasagna lover. and I can never live with another. Inside my thoughts you always hover, because you are my lonely lasagna lover. After a rocking performance, the audience went into ecstatic celebration and applauded with sounds of a hurricane fighting an earthquake. Both Patriots and Seahawks cried at the power they witnessed. Humbled and awed, there is no doubt here. The true winner of the Super Bowl and the new owner of the Super Bowl trophy is Garfield. Declared the Super Bowl official, handed the trophy to Garfield. Thank you, I'll put this in my collection, Garfield said calmly as he took the trophy. As Garfield descended stage ready to leave, both Patriots and Seahawks cheerleaders approached him with desire in their eyes. Oh, fucking damn it. Garfield, today was a life-changing day. We had thought what man was, but we lived a lie. Please take all of us and show us what a real man can do, said the Patriots head cheerleader with revelation. Yes, Garfield, please tutor us on the ways of loving, said the Seahawks cheerleader with admiration of Garfield's muscles. Okay, chickies, but remember, the bedroom is my field, and on it I am the coach and the quarterback, Garfield said as he put his arms around the cheerleaders. Garfield led his cheerleading chickies to the locker room. He was approached by another fine, sexy piece of woman. It was Giselle Bündchen. I have no idea what that is. Garfield, may I please join you for your lessons? On the football, Tom Brady may be an all-star, but in the bedroom, he's just a water boy. Oh, it's Tom Brady's wife. He's gonna fuck Tom Brady's wife.
Tom Brady, cuck.
Garfield's about to cuck Tom Brady, said Giselle Bündchen with a sultry seduction. Okay, my blonde babe, I will score a touchdown in your end zone, Garfield said with flirtations. I will not receive any pass. I will receive any pass you give me, Giselle Bündchen said with swooning. Garfield then led ladies to the locker room where he could show them what a pro athlete can really do. Garfield sent his pleasure power through ladies like spiraling football being sent through time and space and scoring a touchdown in the cosmosphere. He then surged his loving through their lady holes, filling their body with erotic ecstasy. The end? Question mark? All right, yep, that's Shakespeare Hemingway.
That hurt me. That actually hurt.
Now, initially I was going to read the Sonic 9/11 fan fiction, but I found something that's actually shockingly worse. There's a One Piece 9/11 fan fiction? Well, color me surprised.
Are you surprised?
Surprisingly, no. Instead, we're going to turn to one of the most recent. I'm speaking weird. Most recent things I have discovered. I wish I really fucking hadn't. Professor Snape, Professor and Lover. Do you want to start this one?
Oh, God.
Hell no.
No? No volunteers?
Wait.
All right, then. Hi, people. Hi, people. I don't own Harry Potter and the Teletubbies.
What? What?
But I think J.K. Rowling must think about doing a crossover. It would be very cool. This was written in 2010.
Okay.
The movies weren't done yet. That's amazing.
They were ahead of their time.
Severus Snape was very sad. He was not having many pleasures doing lectures and teaching students anymore. All those adventures happening at Hogwarts sucked the inner life from his bones, and he had nothing more to accomplish. He went to Dumbledore. Headmaster, I want to be expelled. I do not have what it takes to teach anymore. Dumbledore is puzzled. What, Snapper? You are my best professor. You can't go to waste. You can't go and waste the knowledge you have. Our Dumbledore. What's going on?
Going back to the room.
Okay. Our Dumbledore, I'm so sad, said Snape, putting the back of his hand on his forehead. Dumbledore, the powerful and wise magus that he was, thought of a solution. Okay, Snape, I'll transfer you to another place. Somewhere calm where you will help the good creatures that have no parents. Snape got grateful that Dumbledore understood his feelings and pushed him to a place less onerous to his advancing age. Snape took a train and after days finally reached an colorful and wonderful place. It was the Tubbydone Supertronic, a place of dwelling of his new students. He reached there, and a periscope welcomed him.
Professor Snape, you have arrived. The students wait you in the classroom.
Snape was still sad, but his powerful stomach got chills because the mystery of novelty approaches his comfort zone. When Snape entered the classroom, 4 colored creatures were seating in the chairs. They said to Snape, "Hee-oh!" And Snape smiled, feeling his heart get full of ignominious passion. All right, dear students, today you will learn about potion making.
No, we want to learn how to be an adult.
Cried the 4 Teletubbies. I know where this is going. I feel like I want to die. They had lived for many long inside that perfect bubble, only experimenting the baby joys of youth. But every day was equal to them. Not really happened in their house, and life was boring. When Snape arrived, a flash of hope filled their hearts, with a promise of life beyond the perfect prison that they got trapped in when they got born. Only that dark-robed, pale-skinned man could save the babies from this terrible fate. But kids, said Severus, I must accomplish the curriculum.
Oh, Professor, I'm dying inside. Don't let the evil periscope suck the last remnants of humanity locked in my so fatal broken heart, said the yellow Teletubby Lala with a sensitive voice, calling for a strong man to free her mind. Her body.
What?
Snape looked at her and felt something funny inside of his pelvis.
No. Don't do this to us.
It was a long time since he shared an intimacy-filmed moment with a woman. Snape was starting to break. But Teletubbies, if the periscope woman watches us, how will we have privacy? The purple leader, Tinky Winky, got up and uttered with his powerful throat. I don't know how it probably fucking sounds. I have a secret place, Professor. We can learn there and free ourselves from the bounds of madness others have inflicted upon us, said him, hitting his chest with clenched hands. Snape looked down and thought, and followed the purple leader. They opened a secret door in their house, a door leading to the basement. The place was full of rats and cockroaches. Water infiltrated the place, and a mold smell was present in dangerous quantities. A lot of earth and dirty was covering the place, and a hole in the wall could be seen. You're making a hole? Yes, Snape, said Tinky Winky. We must escape. So we're creating an exit route to get out of the evil clutches of the woman periscope Fae. Oh, I must help you, Teletubbies.
Professor, said Lala, first teach us how to adult.
Fuck no. A huge chunk of people left. They don't want to see their childhood get ruined. Snape nodded in agreement. He, with his wonderful magic wand, created a giant bed and some wine and cheese to accompany the illustrious wisdom moments. Teletubbies, lay her with me. I will teach you how to be a man. Oh, but you, Pooh, you aren't ready yet. It's spelled like poo. You are too young, baby. Stay here in the corner and play with you small holes. And Pooh got sad, but nevertheless he did what Snape said, and he watched the others while they got teached. So, said Snap, Lala, you make a pair with me. Tinky Winky, you go with Dipsy. Watch me while I play with Lala and mimic my movements. This way you will learn. Snape got them on his hands and knees and looked at the laid Lala. He was sweating a bit. Okay, I need to borrow that booze. You read the rest of this. This one. Give me that fucking booze.
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid, small yellow girl. Just spread your legs. And she did.
Congratulations.
An engorged vagina shine at her crotch. But it was full of cotton yellow pubic hair. Snape picked up a scissor and cut it.
Congratulations.
Snape said, Dipsy, Tinky Winky have no crotch mouth, but a very strange tongue. It's filled with purple wrinkled skin. Oh, Dipsy, you don't have crotch mouth, but behind him you will find a pork's eye. Don't be afraid, it's dirty, but after a while you will like the fine flavor of melted chocolate on your covering your lips.
This is the worst thing I've ever heard.
Dipsy turned Tinky Winky, and the purple Teletubby revealed his deep purple anal hole. What do I do? Asked Dipsy. The same I will do to Lala. Don't be afraid. Tinky Winky will scream and moan, but you must go on, said Snape said Snape with a calm and soft, full, deep voice. Oh, Professor, said Lala, with a moaning, lustful voice. I think I peed myself. I'm feeling moist. No, Lala, you not pee. You only are happy that I'm here. Seriously? Yes. Now suck my index finger, and she did. And Snape unclothed himself. His pale, shiny penis appeared, and all the Teletubbies got impressed. His nutsack was very white and hairy, and exhaled a snake.
The spelling here is very bad.
A snake oil perfume and essence. Lala felt a jolt of pleasure down her antenna.
Now, boys, do as I do. And then Snape introduced his wizard wondrous penis inside of Lala. She screamed, "Ah!" The flush of yellow blood got expelled from her now broken hymen. What the fuck? The yellow blood covered Snape, and he rubbed himself with the sticky liquid. Professor, moaned loudly Lala. Isn't this wrong? I'm feeling so dirty. No, Lala, don't be ashamed. When you bit the forbidden fruit, you acknowledge it. The knowledge will fulfill your innermost desires. Be my Eve. And Snape punched her uterus with his Roquefort penis. Two new people on wondering what the hell they just walked into.
Yeah.
This is the remnants from the people that didn't get into hentai hell. We have worse.
This hurts.
This is worse than hentai hell.
This is the worst thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Congratulations.
I have read one where Ron fucks an owl, but this tops it. I might have to burn my laptop after this, I fucking swear. Okay. Dipsy did do the same to Tinky Winky, puncturing the purple asshole with the green penis he was so proud of. Tinky Winky screams, "Ah, you hurts me, my dear friend. Stop, I cannot not withstand your protuberant obelisk of delectation." I can, said Dipsy with condescending voice. Professor said I must go on with this journey throughout the steps towards a greater understanding about our true nature as an alienated species from our parenthood. Oh, Dipsy's a sadist. Tinky Winky was suffering the destiny of those under the yoke of their own expectations, but Snape was wise and appealed. Dipsy, use your body fluids to appease the sorrow of your roost companion. Dipsy then spit on his hand an immense glob of putrid mucus. It was green as his body and full of dancing crawlers that were enjoying the hot abode that was his nostrils. Dipsy, damn, you fucking live like this? Damn, bitch, you live like this? Dipsy covered his fluffy, hard penis with it and penetrated Tinky Winky again. This time the purple one enjoyed. Whoa, 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 whoa. Dipsy was fucking hard, Lala. A lot of yellow blood continued to get out her defiled vaginal daisy. The pain hurted her so much. Professoro, it aches my skin and negates the maturation you unleash inside my sacred womb.
Me?
Be calm, my yellow student. After a while, no pain can touch you. Wait the massage of gods. And she did. After a while, the orgasm started. She had multiple ones. Her chest grew a pair of Xanthus breasts, and they lactated the nectar of the house is holy. God fucking damn it. God is dead, and we have killed him.
None of us are seeing heaven's light.
We are all going to jail.
By virtue of being in here.
We are all going to jail. There is no hope left in humanity after reading that fucking line. No, it's not. Oh, you wish it was over, bitch. There's more, unfortunately. But she wasn't in her mature years yet, and her bowel controls were rudimentary.
What?
Oh no. Oh, hell no.
No!
The orgasms unleashed a cataract of pappy hot shit through her untouched Lutella's anus. The slop of dung covered the bed, and the smell was atrocious. The flow was so intense, the globs of shit splashed at Snape's legs and hit his pale and sweet face. Oh, la, said Snape. Finally, the cocoa honey bestow us with this feast of gourmandized guts contents. And Snape rubbed his face with the black-feeted hodgepodge ooze. Lala vomited with her anus. It was so hot and disgusting that Snape vomited a mash of orange juice, bloody spaghetti, and Mama's chili pepper over her lustful body. It reached Lala's vagina and burned it and splashed all over her tummy. She rubbed the vomit all over her belly and breast and it swallowed a good portion of it. Oh, fucking damn it. Lala is happy and she reached a new stage of illumination and can now let go of her shame of being a mistress of a snake old man. Dipsy took a potion of that hot-boiled ding-dong and deposited it inside Tinky Winky's anus. Now the penetration is complete. They are enjoying the most complete recollection of humans' past lives as beings dipping inside their own bodily properties. Snape, said Lala, can I penetrate you too? Snape got pensive. He never thought about something so insulting to his manhood. But the pleasure was so insane. He nodded with a moan. Yes. And Lala prepared her finger full of vomit and macaroni strings. She moved slowly, her index finger prepared to penetrate it, and she did. The finger entered Snape's left nostril and started to fuck it. Oh, it's his nose. She was fast and didn't want to lose time. As Lala fucked Snape's nose, the vomit in her nails entered it, and he breathed it. He gagged and coughed bloody puke as it hit Lala's eyes, but she laughed. Lala put her other index finger inside of the other Snape nostril, and he felt the pleasure more intense. Lala's tits lactated like no other in the world, like a fountain of milk and passionate dawn. The milk and shit shower was so intense, it reached Pooh, that was in a corner masturbating to the whole scene. He drank the shitty-covered milk and peed himself in pleasure. Even a small Teletubby have the right to feel the magnificent joy of the motherly nourishment coming from his sister's breast. I am going to hell. Whoever wrote this, I better see them with me.
See you all on the train ride.
Yeah, now Snape is ready to come. He grabs his penis full of throbbing coming, and then the cum-tastic delight goes out of his powerful snake holes and fills Lala's small vagina with the glorious and thunderstriking goo that is overflows her and wash the last pureness of a yellow sexy body had one day. She comes to, and now she's complete bleh. A yellow and tasty alien woman girl with nice, softly cotton breasts. Her Teletubby body got gorgeously tasty, and even her brothers think she is delicious now that she have breasts. Oh, you just gotta add titties to it. It instantly becomes sexy. Dipsy comes inside Tinky Winky too, and the two cotton alien boys now discover what it takes to make a real action hero. What? Boys, said Snape, you have graduated. You are now full-fledged, mature, responsible adults. You can take care of your own butts and do with it all you deserve. Pooh was a little sad, but she knew her time will come. Wait, does Pooh have a gender? I don't know. I just assumed that they're all aliens. Snape, said Tinky Winky, rubbing his covered and hurting ass. We must escape. The periscope woman is already searching for us, but because we haven't returned to sleep. Okay, Tinky Winky, you will lead the way. And the Teletubbies and Snape followed Tinky Winky down the hole as they excavated. The cave was very dark and long, but Snape used his wand to illuminate the way. As they walked down the cave, the light at the end of the tunnel was near as they raced towards it, but someone was expecting them. A figure was facing the cave, with his back turned against the light of the tunnel. You shall not pass, said the voice.
Gandalf?
Who are you? asked Snape. I am very disappointed in you, Snape. I thought you had a rocky shadow heart, but it seems I'm wrong. It was a mistake sending you here to placate those little rainbow bastards. A mistake I am going to correct. Wait, I know that voice. And then a figure emerges from the light, creating a flowing flame around him. His face revealed. It's Dumbledore! No, you, shouted Snape. Yes, me. Why do you want with the Teletubbies? Oh, you don't know? They are Death Eaters, Snape. Biggest plot twist, the Teletubbies are Death Eaters. We must kill them. Death Eaters? That's impossible. No, said Tinky Winky. It's true. We worked to Voldemort. Snape got awed. No. Why? Voldemort promised that he would free our homeland from the Dementors' horde invasion. But as we worked for him and infiltrated this inside of Hogwarts, Dumbledore caught us. Now he absorbs our energies to fuel his mecha bulldozer that— Shut the fuck up, cried Dumbledore. You will now die. Wait, he has a mecha bulldozer?
Shut the fuck up about the bulldozer.
Shut the fuck up, Dumbledore said calmly. Hi, welcome to hell. We have fries. No, I will not permit, said Snape. He created a strong bond with those aliens, and you can't let them die, even if they are working for the enemy. So, said Dumbledore, you will die too. And Dumbledore invoked a killing spell from his wand. But then, Yinky Winky, from the bottom of his purse, pulled out a Colt 45 revolver and shoot Dumbledore. But the wizard deflected the bullet. Ah, you cannot kill me. Snape, go save the Teletubbies. I will buy you time, cried Tinky Winky. No, we can't let you die here, shouted Lala. But you must, or he'll kill us all, and no one will save our homeland. And the Tinky Winky advanced in the Dumbledore's direction, shooting rapid bullets at him. Snape used his wand and started to drill a hole in the cave, circumventing the vicious battle happening near the entrance. Snape and the Teletubbies managed to drill another hole out some feet away from the confrontation and got it out of the cave. They raced away from it. At some distance, they saw Tinky Winky shooting at Dumbledore. Dumbledore! cried Tinky Wink. He picked a hand grenade, pulled a pin,
What?
and threw it at Dumbledore and shout, Die, bastard! No! And the cave exploded, launching the debris all over the place. Fast, Teletubbies, said Snape. Hide! And they did. A lot of rock fell from the sky in fumes and dust covered everywhere. Tinky Winky! cried all three Teletubbies, and Lala tried to run to find her purple brother. But Snape prevented. You can't. This place is unstable. We will die staying here, cried Snape as the earth started to shake. They raced away from the crumbling tummy dome supertronic, avoiding falling rocks and the poison flower that attacked them. What poison flower? Where the fuck did that come from?
What?
After a while, they reached a safe haven. Lala was sad and crying very much. Why? Why did we let him die, Snape? Oh, Lala, he saved us with his desire that we escaped. But it's not fair! I know. And Snape hugged Lala, and the other Teletubbies did it too. Now, these four heroes must find a way to save the Teletubbies planet from the horde of Dementors that are trying to invade and conquer the place, slaving all the millions of Teletubby inhabitants. Who's behind all this? Is Voldemort involved? And Snape and Lala? Will they be together in the end? Snape says, Lala, I promise we will avenge your brother. The end? Question mark.
That was actually the most painful thing I've ever experienced in my entire life.
Try reading it. Now, we're going to take a little bit of a step back from some of the fiction. Well, we're going to. There's some very relevant people that you might find. There's some very nice fan fiction written about some interesting people. Like one figure that I know everyone can get behind is I'm pretty sure you guys have heard of somebody called Elon Musk. All right, this is A Wah in the Night.
Oh, no.
Midnight was beginning to roll around. And Elon Musk sat drearily at home.
I stayed, but I'm not.
He lounged on his stupid couch he owned, which is like 15 feet. I don't know if he actually owns that or I just made it up. Anyway, boredom lulled him in the quiet air of his mansion. Grimes was somewhere, probably at a rave doing shit Grimes does. The point was, it was late in the night, the house was drearfully empty, and Elon was lonely. Sighing, he closed his eyes. It wouldn't be so bad if he fell asleep on the couch. Grime wasn't home to yell at him about the best sleeping position to opening his third chakra anyways. His heartbeat slowed like a lizard or something. Until he heard a rustle. His eyes widened soon as he popped them open. There, standing in front of Elon in his own living room, I lost my place, was the one and only Wario from Nintendo. Trademark, Nintendo no cease and desist pulls. OMG, Wario, he breathed incredulously. Elon! His eyes widened more. You know my name? Of course I do. As Wario spoke, Elon could see him raking his eyes over his lounging figure, heat rising from his face for a reason he couldn't quite name. He did the same, taking in the stout man. His glorious zigzag mustache glistened in the moonlight, perfectly placed on his profile like it was chiseled by the gods. Elon studied the way his purple overalls and yellow shirt morphed against his body, taut over his rippling muscles. The W on his hat reminded Elon of his own sins, and he shuddered, although not completely for that reason. As his gaze drank in the short man standing before him, he began to think he was kind of hot. His previous question drifted back to memory. How do you know me? Isn't it obvious? Wario said with a smirk, only making Elon blush more. I watched your SNL performance. More specifically, your portrayal of me. Oh, fuck. Oh, Elon blinked. Did you like it? It was intriguing. Wario stepped closer. Elon felt a buzz along the back of his neck getting hotter the longer the man studied him. He barely realized he was sitting upright, clutching at his every word. Interesting in what way? Wario's eyes met his. Let's just say I prefer you without the costume. Elon looked down at his plain white dress shirt and chuckled. Is that meant to be a flirt? As he looked up, he realized Wario stepped closer again. Depends if you take it as one. Soft dust particles drifted gently through the beam of moonlight, painting Wario in a silver lighting. If Grimes were here, she would have KO Smash Bros. Eliminated it because she hates dust. Contrary to the name, actually. Elon's gaze fell into a sudden seriousness. Why did you come here? Wario paused for a moment before answering. I wanted to get a closer look at you. Elon threw his hands out in a sweeping gesture, like Joker from Joker 2019. Well, like what you see. A hand was placed on Wario's hip. Provocative, are we? At least you fit my character. Is that right? Elon mumbled as Wario inched closer yet again, now standing directly in front of the stupid couch. If he moved forward again, he would be practically on Elon's lap. The billionaire's brow lifted as he realized he didn't exactly oppose to that idea. Well, what? Your question my way. I see you drinking my image down. Any reason why? Elon gulped, feeling heat rising in his face again. What if I said yes? He gasped when the other man dared to close a final inch forward, putting a knee onto the pristine white couch, right between Elon's schmexy grasshopper legs. Well, that would just make you dirty, wouldn't it? Wario could tell every word he uttered painted another degree of heat across the billionaire's face, and he gladly spilled out every word possible to make the other man shudder. The distance between them was small now. The moonlight pushed away by the thick shadow of Wario's figure fell onto Elon. Somehow the darkness between them only boosted the sensuality. Wario flicked his tongues over his lips and dared to speak again. What do you really think of me, Elon Musk? Wario. Elon breathed into the tension between them. I think you're hot as fuck! Wario placed a hand on Elon's chest, rumpling his shirt, which is pretty just as flat as his ironed out as his ass. That's what I want to hear. Elon let out a sound, not quite a moan, making the hairs on Wario's mustache yearn to hear what the other man could call him when they were alone together. You want a piece of this thick bussy, don't you? Wario teased. Elon gasped before answering. He could have been a space hero with how hard he was blustering. Yes. Barely a second passed before Wario's lips joined onto Elon's in their first dance. Elon's hand shot onto Wario's round sides, steadying his lean against the couch for optimal smooch time. Wario let his hand drift from the other man's chest up to cup his jaw, and he grinned into the kiss when he felt the flustered billionaire closer into his touch. Every soft sound that Elon let slip from his lips made Wario's overall buttons vibrate arousedly, like nipples. Elon squeezed the sides a bit tighter, and Wario wagged softly. He was instead of moans. They breathed at each other, tasted each other, exploring everything they had never felt before. Eventually, the two had to unsuction reluctantly so they could gasp for air. Oh my God, Wario. Elon panted, gazing into the other man's eyes admiringly. He slowly snaked a hand around to his ass, bringing him that much closer. Wario smiled, but dislodged his hand gently. No pussy tonight, sorry, boy toy. Well, Elon pouted. You've come all this way, you might as well get it or give it. I can't, he explained. Busy day tomorrow. Besides, every pap on Earth would be on our asses in a second. They just can't live in peace here while a power couple is out here winning. Forget them, Elon growled. I can make them disappear in a second. I love a domineering man, mumbled the shorter man as he pressed a kiss to Elon's jaw. What do you have planned tomorrow anyway? Wario smiled somberly. I have to go golfing, he replied softly. With Mario? With Mario. A crease formed on Elon's brow. Fuck Mario! Wario laughed quietly. Don't be bitter, it has to end now. Be happy that it happened. But I want to, Elon whispered against the other man's fantastic mustache. Good night, Elon. But Wario pressed a thick, sausage-like finger to Elon's lips. Shh, don't speak. Elon frowned, mumbling through the man's meaty hand extension. Wait, I get asked Peach, Grimes about starting a throuple. She would definitely, 100% say yes. Wario shook his head. No, let her be your lover on truthful mornings. As for me, let me be your lover when the sinful shadow creeps in. Elon stared wistfully at those wise yet sexy words. She is my dawn, and you are my dusk, just like twilight. Exactly. Hashtag Alice Cullingang for life. That Wario began to slip away, fading gracefully, almost as if he were wearing Heelys. Elon watched in a mix of sadness and awe. Will I see you again? He asked. Barely a whisper from the distance. Wario's deep brown orbs gazed back dreamily. He parted his lips to speak, and only poetry fell through. Wah! And with that, he was gone. All right, now is the time of the night where we get into the Harry Potter fan fiction. Oh, there's only 5 of you left.
Hello. Cowards! Weaklings!
I really should have rescheduled this panel. There's no, it's way too late. Yeah,
It's okay.
all right, it's fine.
Maybe you should have set up like a billboard.
People know it existed, it's just late.
This is why printed schedules need to be a thing.
Yeah. All right.
Way back in the past, we used to have them. Every other convention I've been to has had one.
Yeah. All right. So we got a variety of different one. We have Passion Night, which is a very bad Sirius and Lupin smuts. We have the Hogwarts School of Prayer and Miracles, which is like some Christian mom wrote Harry Potter fan fiction. We have Harry Potter and the Will of Allah,
What?
where Harry joins ISIS.
What?
Okay, I think that one might be the winner. Okay, I said I'd call my Muslim boyfriend if I was ever reading this one, but he'll be fine. I'm kind of live streaming, so. Here we go. Okay, Harry Potter and the Will of Allah. Harry Potter was a British kid who wanted something more in his life. So he took to the internet and joined ISIS, traveling to northern Iraq to attend Hogwarts, a jihad training camp located outside of Mosul. Together with the two other converts to Islam, Ron and Hermione, he studies the Quran and learns the will of Allah, Lord of the worlds, trains for holy jihad, and shoots down American planes with surface-to-air missiles. He discovers the truth that 9/11 was a government conspiracy. His adventures are compiled in these volumes. Chapter 1, Harry discovers Islam. Harry Potter lived under the stairs on Privet Drive near London. His parents were infidels that hated the true word of Allah. I really should call my Muslim boyfriend. He'd love to hear this. Though he's probably asleep. It's 2 a.m. where he is. Though Harry had no room to himself, he still had internet access. One day he was contacted by Hagrid, servant of al-Baghdadi, who was looking for Western recruits to fight the Holy Jihad. Hagrid discovered Harry on Google+. Remember when Google Plus was a thing?
Good times.
Harry said he wanted to join ISIS because jet fuel can't melt steel beams. The government was lying to disparage the true followers of Allah. After communicating on Google+, Hagrid came to Privet Drive to recruit Harry to attend Hogwarts, a training camp located outside Mosul, Iraq. Harry's aunt and uncle, whom the boy lived with, were adamant that their nephew would not attend any terrorist camp. Hagrid got out his mortar rounds, killing both the aunt and uncle. Hagrid told Harry that his two parents were loyal members of Al-Qaeda who died in 2003 in Afghanistan. Harry was interested to learn more about his true parents, and Hagrid discussed their devotion to Allah and slaying of the infidels. They were blown up, Hagrid said, by a drone strike ordered by Donald Rumsfeld himself.
This feels racist.
It does, but my boyfriend laughed at it, so, and he's Muslim, so.
Seal of approval?
Yeah, I guess so. Fortunately, said Hagrid, Rumsfeld was fired from his job as Secretary of Defense, although there's no telling when he might return to power. Harry decided that he was loyal to the word of Allah, Lord of the worlds, and walked with Hagrid out of the smoldering mortar wreckage house on Privet Drive. They took a flight to Baghdad, although Hagrid's mortar rounds were confiscated at the airport. That damn TSA.
Wait, what about his cousin?
I guess Dudley just doesn't exist in this universe.
He said his name was Dudley?
I don't know.
It is. He's probably busy boxing in Street Fighter.
Maybe. From there, the followers of Allah took the doer to Hogwarts, a training camp surrounded by barbed wire. Chapter 2, Harry arrives at Hogwarts. Don't worry, this isn't long. Harry had always wondered who his true parents were. They lived at Privet Drive for most of his life, with his cruel aunt and uncle, both infidels. Harry was musing about his parents during the ride to Hogwarts, aboard the M1 Abrams tank driven by the warriors of Jihad. Why, Hagrid, asked Harry, why did Rumsfeld kill my parents? Hagrid responded, Rumsfeld is an infidel against the true world of Allah. I can't get his accent. His crusade against the lords of the worlds led him to blasphemy against the one true faith. Your parents, Ahmed and Lily Potter. Oh, fucking damn it. Oh my gosh. I swallowed some air. Were the most loyal servants of Bin Laden before his fall. Rumsfeld killed them with the drone to stop the horde of Allah from reaching the populace. Oh fuck, this is so cringe. Ever since then, the British government sent you to live with your aunt and uncle. Okay, he's Shrek now. Okay, Hagrid is now Shrek, and you will deal with it. Could Rumsfeld rise once again? Harry asked. Oh, so Rumsfeld is Voldemort. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Said Hagrid, Donald was fired, as I said, from being Secretary of Defense, but he could rise to power again. We must ensure that Jihad is strong enough to resist the Western corruption. Okay, I don't know what the fuck accent he has now. I'm just rolling with it. Just then, the tank rolled into Hogwarts. It was a shack in the desert surrounded by barbed wire. Oh, fucking damn it. 2 tanks and an armored car were parked out front and a storage truck with ammunition outside the fence. Inside were a small, dilapidated wooden structure, 8 feet high and 20 feet wide. This, said Hagrid, will be your home for the next 7 years. Chapter 3, Harry meets Ron and Hermione. Oh, this can only get better. The Hogwarts camp was specifically created by Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, nicknamed Dumbledore, to train Western recruits of the Jihad. Harry walked through the door, which was marked with something in Arabic I can't read, meaning Allahu Akbar, God is great. Inside he saw 2 people, a ginger about his age and a young woman in a burqa praying. And then there's a bunch of Arabic that I cannot read. This is the first time Harry had heard the Salat, the holiest of prayers to the Almighty Allah. Blimey, said Ron, who are you? It's about time we had some introductions, said Hagrid, walking through the doorway into the realm of Jihad. Ron and Hermione, this is Harry, the boy whose parents were killed by a drone strike in Afghanistan. Oh, I heard about that, said Ron. Your parents were the most important leaders of the Jihad beside Bin Laden himself. Harry, said Hagrid, pointing to the ginger. This is Ron, and his friend here is Hermione Granger. The 3 students were not only followers of Jihad, but attended camp at Hogwarts. There were 4 professors of Allah at this camp who would soon teach the students not only how to interpret the true will of Allah, but how to use Western weapons against the West. They would have classes 4 times a day, reading in the Holy Quran, tank driving and anti-tank fighting, surface-to-air missiles, and firearms. That very day, they began their training with the firearms class professor Shaher Snape bin Seratum Mustaqim, a filthy and bearded man with an AK-47 and a belt of ammunition strapped around his waist. He walked into the room. Followers of Allah, he cried. Follow me or face the destruction of Allah. They walked out back, stepping into the ammunition locker to pick up 3 AK-47s for Harry, Ron, and Hermione, as well as some belts of ammunition. Ron whispered to Harry, Snape teaches firearms, but everyone knows it's the anti-tank weapons class that he wants. Defense against the dark arts is anti-tank. Okay, makes sense. His 3 students sat in the desert stand, and Snape bin Seratum stood above him. To succeed in Jihad is to wield the firearm with the utmost precision, said Snape. Harry! Called the professor. You are to study the Harry, called the professor. You are to study the topics over the summer. Come here and fire your gun at the target, he said, pointing at the target 100 yards away. Harry could not even figure out how to hold the gun. Stupid Brits. Snape bin Seratum shot him in the foot, crying, by failing in the Jihad, you respect the almighty might of Allah. You are just like your father, Ahmed, he added. Although Harry was frazzled by Snape, he nonetheless was able to learn of Ron and Hermione's acceptance to Jihad. Ron was born in a Muslim family in London, once immigrants from Pakistan. Hermione decided to join ISIS after interacting with an internet recruiter, like Harry. They were all, however, devoted to Allah and his might to smite the infidels. That's the end of that. That was Harry Potter and the Will of Allah.
That was... Oof.
That was an oof.
Oof indeed.
Do you want to see Harry Potter fuck the sorting hat?
Kinda?
All right. Okay, this was a multi-chapter series, but so he doesn't. Oh, this was a multi-chapter story, and he didn't end up fucking the sorting. What dropped?
Nothing. No.
Okay, good. He didn't end up fucking the sorting hat until chapter 3, so I just skipped to chapter 3. The train had finally reached his destination, and Harry and Ron were pulling their luggage out of the train. Ron was still in awe about what Harry had done. The news about Draco's new vagina had reached both ends. Oh yeah, in the first chapter, Harry and Draco had a fight, and Harry gave Draco a vagina. That's all the context you need to fucking know. And it reached both ends of the train with his hysterical sobbing that had been audible just to about everyone. Pansy had tried to comfort him while the others roared in laughter, but she received another blow on the face for her inference. You did all that for me, Ron dreamily repeated for the 11th time. You gave Draco Malfoy a vagina just for me. Harry nodded. Yeah, Ron, I did it completely for you. That's how much our friendship means to me. Because even though you insulted my parents and my hair, I did that only because of what he said to you, he lied. Christmas had once again arrived for Ron. He gave a deep sigh. My hero. Yes, I am. So just remember what I did just for you. Next time you catch me, I don't know, shagging your sister or something of the sort. Harry spoke these last words very quickly, but Ron seemed to have not heard them. He was too busy hanging up tinsel on the Christmas tree of his mind. Harry, Ron! Harry turned around to see Hermione scurrying towards him, her nose heavily draped with bandages. What happened to your nose? He asked her when she reached them. I gave myself plastic surgery just for you, Ron, she explained. And look, I even got a new shirt and burned the other one. So now will you stop being mad at me? Oh, you still a mudblood? Ron asked coldly. Hermione hesitated. Well, I can't really change my DNA, Ron, even if I use magic. Some witch you are, he snapped. Hermione looked wounded, but followed them silently into the castle. Ron had...
Racist to this.
Harry had filled her in on what had taken place in Draco's compartment. As expected, Hermione was a total mudblood and did not approve of what Harry had done. Well, I thought it was brilliant, Ron coldly responded. Harry agreed with him, but he replayed the scene in his mind over and over again, all the way to the castle. On the way, people congratulated him on his fine spell work, which were received on him with a wide grin and with Hermione's approving scowl. Hermione was evidently not the only one who opposed Harry's action, as Professor McGonagall was waiting for the tree with an angry expression on her face. Potter, Professor Dumbledore would like to have a word with you in his office. She spoke sternly, wiping a smirk off of Harry's face. We wait for you in the Great Hall, Hermione whispered as she and Ron left. Harry gulped as he climbed the stairs to Dumbledore's office. He hadn't anticipated this. He did not want Dumbledore to be angry with him when the school year had just barely begun. He mumbled the password and stepped into the professor's office, somewhat ashamed. You wanted to see me, sir? Dumbledore looked up from his desk and put down his quill. He did not look at all pleased to see Harry, but to Harry's surprise, there was solemnity in his eyes rather than disapproval. Oh, Harry, please sit. I have something important for you to talk to you about. Harry was slightly confused, but obeyed slightly. I have just received news that Dumbledore's words were cut abruptly by a deafening bang across the hall. Another noise followed, this one of shattering glass and various objects crashing to the floor. Harry's head jerked up instantly. Dumbledore seemed irritated from the interruption, but he stood up nonetheless. I'd better go investigate, he said, looking quite disappointed. It's probably Peeves again. Harry did not say a word as Dumbledore left. He looked around in the office in silence, waiting for the professor to return. But 5 minutes passed, and he found himself impatient with boredom. He was starving, and the fact that everyone else was downstairs enjoying the first feast of the year vexed him immensely. 10 minutes passed, and 15, then 20. With his stomach growling, Harry left his seat. Harry left his seat and began to pace around Dumbledore's office. He wasn't too surprised that it was taking Dumbledore this long to return. After all, he was unimaginably old. It would probably croak any day now. Harry had hoped desperately that now was not the moment that Dumbledore would bite the dust, as it would take hours until his corpse was discovered, as seeing everyone was in the Great Hall. Harry could be stuck in the office for ages. He was still pacing. Dumbledore's office typically interested him, but not today when Harry was so hungry and dreading whatever punishment was coming to him. He caught a glimpse of the mystical object out of the corner of his eye. He suddenly stopped pacing. It was the Sorting Hat, sitting neatly on top of the bookcase. Harry Potter had never taken a deep look at the Sorting Hat. He never really had any particular interest in talking hats, yet there was something special about this hat that greatly interested him. Harry's thoughts faded from him as he examined the hat closely. It had its own unique character, ragged and faded, yet strong in its own way. It was quite a handsome hat, Harry suddenly decided. Sure, it wasn't the prettiest hat that he had ever seen, but it had its own charm, its own hidden beauty. With this abrupt appreciation for the Sorting Hat, Harry reached for it and pulled it over his ears. "Hello, Hat," he said in a seductive tone. "It's been a while, hasn't it?" Hat chuckled in its sophisticated manner. My goodness. "Indeed, Mr. Potter. And what is it you are in here for today?" "These bloody teachers just don't appreciate my creativity if my spell work," Harry explained. "Even though it was a brilliant piece of magic. And besides, Malfoy could completely had it coming. How dare he accuse me of having split ends?" The Sorting Hat nodded as if it understood. "Clearly, Mr. Malfoy has no idea what he's talking about. As usual, your hair is well trimmed and silky. As a matter of fact, you have some of the finest locks I've ever seen." Harry was becoming more and more aroused. Suddenly, the hat seemed tortuously irresistible to him. Although he wasn't sure why he was feeling this way. He had never been attracted to hats before, but right now the shabby piece of fabric on his head seemed like the sexiest thing in the world. Anxious yet excited, Harry coolly responded with a thanks, and silence ensued. He wasn't sure what to do now. Obviously, there was some chemistry between the two, but what could he possibly do? He couldn't think of anything to say to the hat without making a fool of himself, and thus he sat quietly and hoped that the Sorting Hat would make the first move. Harry was aware of how stupid he looked, sitting nervously on a stool, waiting for a hat to flirt with him. "Well, if there's nothing else to talk about, perhaps I should put you back on the shelf?" The hat laughed as if he was mocking him. "What's the matter, Harry? I know what you're thinking." "But why are you so nervous? You know we both want it." "You know, I've always thought there was a special connection between us," Harry mumbled, sweat running down his forehead. "Like, you understand me in a way that nobody, not even Ron, can." "Yes, of course," drawled the hat. "And I can fulfill your needs, ones that none of your friends can satisfy." That was enough encouragement for Harry. He tore the hat off his head and captured in his mouth the long, delicate kiss. The sensation of the torn fabric in his mouth sent shivers up his spine as they caressed each other. Harry never felt anything like this, nor had he ever imagined that something could make him feel this euphoric. It was too much and too cruel to let this stop. Harry broke apart the kiss. "We don't have much time," he whispered. "If you're going to do this, we have to do this fast." The hat nodded as Harry unzipped his pants. Excited, he let his clothes fall to the ground as he moved closer to the hat. Taking a deep breath, he plunged into the waiting hat and moaned instantly at the softness and warmth of its hole. What fucking hole?
How? There's the head hole, but that would imply that Harry is.
Yeah.
I don't wanna.
He thrust into the hat as hard as he possibly could, desperately hoping to reach his climax before Dumbledore returned. The hat panted heavily as Harry pushed into it. "Talk dirty to me, Harry," it begged. Okay, he agreed. He wasn't quite sure how to do this to a hat. Harry increased his pace. 100% polyester, he began. The hat moaned in delight. Yes, keep going. 100% polyester and, made in Taiwan. Yes, shrieked the hat. Harry Potter pushed harder into the hat as he spoke. Do you not machine wash? He exclaimed. The hat moaned louder. More! More! It pleaded. Do you not bleach? Harry shouted. Their moans were even louder. I'm almost there, the hat shrieked. Finally, with all the energy he could muster, Harry gave one mighty thrust and roared, Dry clean only! Let's hope the fuckers in Hentai Haven heard that. It was too much for the both of them. Harry instantly poured vast amounts of his juices into the hat, and they both remained still as they savored this precious ecstasy. After this moment, Harry quickly pulled himself out of the hat and dressed himself. That was magical, he whispered, gently stroking the hat. He froze at the door suddenly threw open. Dumbledore entered, looking pale and grim. That's where that ends. All right. No, only 3 people left. Well, that's what happens when you have a panel that goes to 2.
It happens.
Yeah,
I
we have-
remember one time way back when I had literally a panel that was at 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
I was stumbling back to. It was like a Dojin Mad Libs. I don't remember what I'm pretty sure it was gay.
Yeah.
It
Sounds gay.
It was gay. It was very gay.
Yeah.
Now that I remember. And I ended up stumbling back to my hotel room at 3 in the morning carrying my costume and a box, a Gloomhaven box. It was a 3/4 mile walk back to my hotel.
I walked here wearing socks.
It was, this is the best kind of convention.
Yeah.
The ones where we do this stupid shit.
Yeah. Next time I was gonna put a request to reschedule the panel, but I was too much of a pussy to do so.
It happens.
Yeah. Next time I know. Hopefully I get slotted for Otakon, and yeah, it won't have to compete with fucking hentai hell. And
Yeah.
the Oregon Trail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is like one of my favorite. This is like one of my favorite games of all time because it released right in between Skyrim and Mass Effect 3. Mm-hmm. And it was a brand new IP, so it was fucked from day one.
Oh yeah.
February 2012, Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning released.
Yeah.
November 2011, Skyrim. After Reckoning, Mass Effect 3. It was screwed.
My Filipino friend joined the chat, and oh gosh. Okay, good thing I don't have to DM for him tomorrow. Okay, so we have like about 20 minutes left. We could read the. I'm still hellbent on reading. We can read the Sonic 9/11 fan fiction.
Yes.
We can read the Jurassic Park fan fiction where the guy fucks the Velociraptor.
I don't need that. I don't need that.
And then we have Tucker Carlson fucking the green M&M.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Probably that one.
Oh!
I take it it's the third one. All right.
Okay.
Now, this is Nothing Better by Menace Boy 12345 and Yeetum Skeetum. Do you want to start this one? I feel like you haven't been doing much. I think you keep getting bored. I mean,
No, it's fine.
One of us should come up and join.
yeah, you know what? Yeah, you guys want to read it?
Fuck it. Alright. Should we all come up?
Yeah, come and join me.
Alright.
There's only 3 of you left.
Bullshit.
There are only 3 of you troopers left.
We are the strong.
Oh, somebody. Oh, there's. Oh, wait, never mind. Yeah.
So how many characters are in this?
I think
How do we
3.
distribute this?
I guess I can narrate. Oh, actually 4. There's Tucker Carlson's robot wife.
His what?
All right. January 21st, 2022. Tucker underlines the date 3 times in a small green notebook. It's a day he wants to remember. It's a day he wants to remember for the rest of his life. Outrageous. Unbelievable. How could they do this? He fumes at the information on his screen, and his pen shakes in his grip at the words that usually come freely but seem stuck in his mind. He's supposed to be chuckling at the words. He's supposed to be the world's guy, crushing the liberals, Lord, as his staff legally required to call him. He tries to begin one more time, but the words can find him. Before words can find him, he's transported back to a day long, long ago.
1 year.
January 21st, 2021. Tucker wakes up delighted at the prospect of a brand new dawn. As he stretches, he is greeted by the smooth metallic voice of his robot wife. Who is the robot wife?
What's the robot wife look like?
It's just a robot wife.
I can't see from here.
No?
No, I don't like it.
Ooh, okay, who wants to be Tucker Carlson?
I'll be Tucker.
Oh, there's the line. It is right here.
Dibs. I call dibs on Tuck.
Okay.
Hello, Tucky. Did you sleep well?
Tucker.
Slept like a woman, my dear Susan. Or should I say, a dog.
He cracks himself up with this witty jape. Liberals would hate this kind of cutting-edge humor. Susan's cortex registered her husband's emotion and responded in kind. She was well programmed. As Tucker got out of bed and got dressed, she made sure they stick to the schedule well.
Oh, Tuck, everlasting darling.
A nickname he got for his sexual prowess.
Aren't you forgetting something?
Tucker turned back to his wife and was greeted by spread legs under her personally tailored green M&M dress. Oh, of course. How can you forget this favorite part of the morning? Tucker got into position with the touch of a button. M&M's queefed from his wife into his gaping maw. But something was different. For the first time in years, he opened his eyes during foreplay and was greeted by a shining rainbow light. As he reached towards it, a unique experience from both him and his wife. He was a well-documented pillow princess. As his finger met vagina, he felt himself being sucked further into the vortex. First a finger, then a hand, then an arm, until his entire body escaped this world and is transported elsewhere. The air smelled sickeningly sweet. Tucker was forced to focus so solely on the scent that it took a firm thud on his chest to snap him back to his senses. His eyes slowly fluttered open and stared up at the green M&M on the floor. Her voluptuous legs seemed to go forever. He stared up in awe at her pristine white boots. The little M&M insignias of them sparkled, endrum in the light coming from his closet that had transported him. Oh my goodness. Her heels were sharp and geometric. God, how he wished she would pound him into the candy dirt. Her flesh-toned skin glistened as he took in her perfect ground green body. As much as he hates to admit this to himself, every time he had an M&M, he always popped a boner. Something about their oblate spheroid physique always turned him on. When he was a horny teenager, he used to fuck the opening of an M&M bag, as before Susan, he was unable to get off. What? They had the curves in all the right places. 350 degrees, her arms branching off to lead to the beautiful white satin gloves. Her face was the most perfect part of her, as it was the only part of her body. Her luscious lips were stained with the more perfect shade of green, 009A44. And then he laid eyes on her eyebrows, floating magically in the air. Oh, how perfect they were. At the moment, he knew that this moment was magical. One eyebrow arched up at him in amusement. He knew that she had seen his M&M boner, the most perfect thing ever. And then she did the most perfect thing ever. She stepped on his dick. That was brilliant.
Thank you.
Tucker found himself a loss for words. For the first time since middle school, when he saw her on TV, he had to regain control. He attempted to right himself, but he was met with an even firmer press to his heel. Fuck. Are you gonna be the green M&M?
Me as well. All right, where is it?
Right here.
Oh, where do you think you are going?
Her hard candy lips puckered as she spoke. She felt his boner twitch under his khaki shorts. She leaned her full body weight onto his sternum as she descended to meet his gaze.
Oh no, we're not done here.
As she spoke, she dug her heel into Dick, and she slowly dragged it up his front, catching it under his shirt so his belly and chest were slowly and painfully revealed, leaving one long red streak. She ripped off her shirt, the same color as her skin. No! No! Oh, fuck!
You broke it!
I broke it! Ah, shit! Wait, hang on. Can I fix this? Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I pressed the evil back button. Hold on, I know what I need to do.